Hey everybody, so this is probably going to be the last video about Buxby. So I thought I would make a summary and go from there. Okay, so in case you don't know or you don't want to go through the videos, not that they're very long, Buxby is a currency based on the people who work for it. When I mean for it, I'm not talking about some communist thing. It's people decide to use it with an exchange with the price that's accessible for you. So in essence, you're the money. It is not something about a government decree that gives banks authority to make money. It isn't about using or making crypto as an object to then sell for your greater wealth. It doesn't make people prisoners of money because all those other ones do. Buxby is about you, and it's based on you. It also pays people to be educated. All the people, teachers and students, are paid to be educated by the mean rate, which I'm expecting to be B60 an hour, $60 an hour. And that allows people to have something to go on, and also allows people that didn't have access to education now get it. I'm looking at some notes. Okay. When a currency is free to use and it has no tax, no interest, no costs, it takes out this bias. It takes out this idea that people who say they love money or teach you to love money and then money loves you. And then it takes out firstly what people think is neutral, that money is just an exchange of energy, because it's not. There's a bank behind it that created the money in the first place. So there's always someone bleeding when you exchange with usury currency. But even when someone says it's not neutral, and then disregard the bad things that people do, they're missing the point. It isn't neutral because it's created from debt. A country's only neutral when two parties are involved and the money's created between them, not outside of you. Does that make sense? You're the money, yeah? You need a currency that allows that to happen. That's what Buxby is. It also takes out the need for conflict, to think that you're achieving wealth. And this can happen to the scale of world wars down to my fighting for a better price for coffee. There's no imbalance to warrant that you would need defense against something, because even those people who you think are fighting for your greater good aren't. They're just fighting for the good of an economy that will not last, because it's based on using resources in a really inefficient way. I brought up things like defense, insurance. There's lots of things that are geared to making money against you, and then you're needing to find the way to be stable in an unstable economy. What a waste of energy. Just make it stable. It's not that difficult. Yes, there are too many people that own money and they want to own on wealth, but you allow that to happen by using the currency that they use for that. If you want change, you can't do it with the same currency that you're using now. You have to use something different. Again, many people have tried with time and so on and so forth, but they forget, even when they do adaptations to it, they forget that they don't incorporate their time in running the bank, and then they want to get paid for it, and then they think that that comes from a tax, which is incorrect. About taxes, you don't need to tax people for infrastructure. Again, this comes from a unstable economy. If you really want things to be built in a community, the community decides. You have direct democracy, and then this goes out to tender, and the people that offer the most sustainable solution that people like get it. And the bank pays for that because the people are doing that work and it's being given for free for everyone to use. Simple, not that complicated. Wow. The core of Buxby is about empowering and not having this as something exclusive, not to have it with buying a book, not that I buy an object which only makes the other person wealthy for pointing out to me one important thing. It isn't about creating icons. It's simply about relief that we're not imprisoned by an imbalanced currency model. It's really, really disempowering. And I guess the last thing is about game theory, because the crowds are coming. We have built our whole life around game theory of destruction, and when we were tribes, of course, that's a tough time, but we've since evolved out of that. And we are not adapting to what we've been able to create. We're just getting stuck in this mindset that we already know who we are, and that's how it is. We are not greedy. We just want to survive in the frameworks that we're offered. We want to be able to create and to do this with abundance. And if we want to talk about abundance, this is what it is. It's not about abundance with loving money. It's simply having access, being supported, being around people who want to be as empowered as you are. And it takes out the object of everybody. We are not objects. Everything about what makes us who we are is what we do. So anyway, I hope that really helps and really gives some frameworks of what Buxby is and why I've created it. And yeah, video 25, nice number to end on. Take care, everyone. Excuse the bad lighting from before. Take care. Bye.